mystery.
I could have gone my whole life without.
Yes, that's like the mystery gelatinous stuff, like on the can of Spam. That would be like scraping that off and putting it in a pie.
In a pie, a Spam pie.
Oh no, Spam, no.
Let's start a new tradition.
No, nothing can make Spam good. Nothing.
So, what other traditions do you uphold? How do you do your turkey? Do you do fried or baked, Dave?
Baked.
How about you?
Baked.
We do one of each.
That's a good way to do it.
But this year, I think we're not having an oven one. We're having a smoked one and a fried
My grandpa
one.
used to do smoked.
And
turkey.
how was it?
I'm not a big fan of smoked anything. His was okay though. It wasn't like overly smoky. I mean, it was just like in the smoker. He didn't add liquid smoke and all that other bull crap. He just threw it in the smoker and cooked it. So that was all right.
I like ribs smoked. I don't know if I'm going to like the turkey smoked.
You'll like it
or not.
Smoked Sam.
We'll see.
Actually, he used to do his smoked turkey at Christmas.
Oh,
Which is weird. We'd have ham and then we'd have smoked turkey. I don't know why. I don't question it. It was free food.
That's right.
I just ate it.
And if it was his tradition to do
Right.
that, yeah. What vegetable do you have, Robin?
We don't even do the green bean casserole. I didn't even know that even existed until I was like 30 something. So French's green beans and that whole onion thing was not even existent to me. We usually do corn and squash, and that's it.
How about you, Dave?
Oh, yeah. We got to have the green bean casserole for sure. That's good stuff.
That is pretty good. We did that for Easter for the
Do it every day.
homeless shelter.
You should do it every day. They were talking on the radio the other day. They're like, why do we wait once a year to do this? You shouldn't. Have it every day.
Well, that's a lot of stuff in that green bean casserole.
It is not. It's cream of mushroom, green beans, and French's onions.
Yes, it is.
A little bit of pepper.
Throw it in the oven and walk away.
I'm not a big fan of the mushroom soup.
I don't. You know what? You can use cream of chicken or cream of celery. I've done it with that too because I don't like
cream of celery.
Yes, I do not like cream of mushroom soup. So I've done it with those.
But
It's
you
very
can't
good.
do it without those onions.
The chunky onions are good.
I love them. I could just
Those
sit
are
down
good.
and eat a whole jar of those.
We
can of
do.
those.
We've actually gotten them. We're like, oh, the carb count is low. Let's get these.
You
And
know
we-
where they have great big ones? At GFS.
Really?
They're delicious.
I'll have to go get some.
Oh,
They're like crunchy onion rings.
they are so good.
Man, you guys are making me hungry.
I know.
So Thanksgiving is really fun. What's your favorite thing about Thanksgiving?
Football.
Football?
No, and the food. I love turkey. And
Turkey is
Who doesn't
very
like
stuffing.
food?
Yes. Yeah. And get together with family.
Nobody.
As
know.
I said, just
and getting together with
Definitely.
family.
everybody's
Yeah,
stopping
it's-
for even an hour and getting everybody's lives are so busy. You know, I have a 20-something, I have a 16-year-old. So, I mean, just getting everybody to stop for an hour. Normally I go to church on Wednesday. I won't be able to this year, but I mean, just getting everybody to stop and sit for an hour
Right.
usually works out okay. Sometimes not so much. Depends on the moods before we start. But I mean, just, getting everybody in the same room is always a good deal for me on Thanksgiving.
Yes, that's my favorite thing. You know, Christmas is always kind of hectic and the kids want to get up and play and they don't sit very long and no one really visits because somebody has to go over here to this mother's and it's kind of a hectic time. But Thanksgiving, everybody just stays and eats dinner and then stays and watches football and has leftovers and actually carries on conversations and
I
the
prefer
kids get to
Thanksgiving
play.
over Christmas,
Me
hands
too.
down.
It's so much more fun. It's more relaxed, I think, because you don't have to hurry here and there and here and there. So I think Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday.
It's always been
I would
mine.
agree,
There's
yeah.
food.
Yeah, and
And
the
more
food
food.
really has a big part to play in it. You know, and it's funny. Some people have designated gravy makers.
Gravy's hard if you don't know what
It
you're
is.
doing.
Who makes the gravy in your family?
I make the gravy. I made the most amazing. We actually, my kid asked me yesterday, what's for dinner? I said turkey. And he goes, really? I said, yeah, because my mom doesn't give us leftovers anymore. She did like the first year I was divorced. She gave me leftovers and then it was like fend for yourself. So I usually make a turkey ahead. We have turkey in our fridge right now.
Oh, good.
And I make the gravy and that was the most amazing gravy.
It's
I made
making my
yesterday.
mouth water too.
I had some.
Address will be right over.
I'm telling you, there's some in my fridge right now. You can just heat it up
Who's
and
your
off we go.
gravy maker?
Usually my mom makes it.
somebody else better learn too, so that you can carry on that gravy tradition.
That's true. Yes. Good point.
Because everybody always asks me to make the gravy, and I make it the way my grandma taught my mom, and I think all my cousins make it the same way as well. Do you use the giblets?
No.
Do you? Does your mom?
My mother-in-law does, yes.
Does that go in the dressing or in the gravy?
In the gravy.
Wherever
Because my dad puts that in the dressing.
Yep, and that's, I'm sure, good too. Mm-hmm. I cut it up really, really fine and put it in the gravy, though. Just because that's how we always did it. Do you like your mashed potatoes lumpy?
No, lumpy. They have to be lumpy. The gravy has to be smooth, and the potatoes have to be lumpy. That's
how about you?
Actually, we like to do the twice baked. It's very smooth. No lumps at all.
Oh,
that's
nice.
good too.
Very good.
I remember my mom always did the whipped ones with the beater and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And one time my youngest son said, "These are melted mashed potatoes."
Where's the potato in my mashed potato?
I love them lumpy like that with the skins on.
That's a tradition. My grandpa used to make lumpy mashed potatoes on purpose. Mm-hmm. He thought my first child was going to shoot out as a potato because that's all I ate when we'd go up there for dinner.
Mr. Potato Head.
Yes, I have the original potato pot that he used to make. When he passed away, my dad said, "What do you want? Anything?" And I said, "I'd like a fishing pole. And I'd like the potato pot." And he goes, "You want the potato pot?" I said, "Yes, it's stupid. I want the potato pot. Just bring it home. That's all I want." So that was pretty cool.
That is cool. Do you still make potatoes in it?
No, it sits in a shrine in my basement.
Right.
Nobody touches it. No.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. All right, we're going to take another little break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about both of their businesses. And then we'll revert back to Thanksgiving. Stay with us. Growers Choice Insurance. They're located at 2880 East Beaver Road, Coquitlam, Michigan. Toll free 800-768-9377. Some of the insurance products that they offer are home, auto, boat, RV, ATV, motorcycle, rental housing, business, farm, umbrella, flood, crop, life, long-term care, health, and disability. Ask for your Diva deal and get a free clipboard with built-in calculator. That's Growers Choice Insurance.
This is the New Hope Bay Minute. We're speaking with John Zarnecki, Director of Operations.
You talk about all-inclusive. Exactly what does that mean? The number one reason families choose an assisted living for their loved one is because that loved one needs support 24 hours a day. So it's the care aspect. Yes, you get your apartment. Yes, you get all of your meals provided for you. An activities program, housekeeping, laundry services, maybe local transportation. That's kind of that base product that most all assisted livings will offer. It's really the care that matters. Quite frankly, they're not going to come to an assisted living if they don't need the 24-hour care. And we do it by calling it all-inclusive, meaning no matter what level of care your family member needs, from the day they move in till the day they leave, it's always included in the price. It never changes. No hidden charges. No levels of care that change constantly. No a la carte care items that change constantly. We say all-inclusive because there are no hidden costs.
You've been listening to the New Hope Bay Minute. To learn more, go to newhopebay.org.
Okay, we're back. So Dave, you're with Growers Choice Insurance Company, and how long have they been around? You've been around? They, you, them?
13 years.
Oh, I guess it would help if I turned your mic. 13 years. Wow, that's a long time. And you have a nice building.
We do, yep. We're located over on Beaver Road.
In Coquitlam?
Coquitlam, between M13 and 2 Mile.
And we could come out there to see you if we were interested in insurance, but you also would come to our houses, won't you?
Definitely.
I like that. What's your favorite kind of insurance?
My favorite kind of insurance?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good question. I'm going to say that my favorite kind of insurance is an umbrella policy.
Oh, an umbrella policy.
All-encompassing.
And why is that your favorite?
Well, it's the least expensive.
Huh.
Yep. And it also adds more liability coverage, which if you are involved in a liability claim and somebody sues you, it could cost more than $1 million. And so an umbrella policy starts at $1 million worth of coverage, and you can usually buy one of those for less than $200 a year.
Wow. That's really good.
That is good.
And what is your favorite thing about your business?
My favorite thing about our business is we're in business to help people.
Protect people's assets.
Correct.
Very good. And I enjoy having you as an insurance man.
Well, thank you.
And
Mine's
you're
mutual.
always readily available. And if we have any questions, you always answer them. And you take very good care of us. I would recommend you to everybody. I recommend Dave to everybody. How do we get a hold of you?
Well, if you're living out of the area, you can call our toll-free number. That's 800-768-9377. Or if you're local in the Colquhoun or Bay City area, it's 989-671-1186.
And you can also find him at a direct link. At a direct link? There's a direct
With a
link.
direct link.
Thank you. There's a direct link on w4divas.com that will take you right to him that has your mission statement, which I admire very much, and your phone numbers and your address and everything. And you even give a Diva deal, which is a clipboard with a calculator on it.
Yes, yeah. All you have to do is ask for a quote or an evaluation on your insurance, and you receive a clipboard with a calculator on it, free of charge.
And you may think that you're not going to use that.
You do.
But you do.
They're very
You
handy.
do.
I use them all the time.
And they're pretty handy. So it's one less thing to carry, too.
Yes.
So thank you very much for continuing patronage with us and for being here tonight. I appreciate it very much.
You're welcome.
And Robin, you've been around for a while too, which
Little
is
bit.
nice. And you're multi-dimensional. You do a lot of things for us around here. You fix our board
I
when
try.
it goes down,
I try.
and you fix my hair.
Yes.
So your favorite thing is color, isn't it?
I love doing color.
So
Love,
what's
love,
in
love.
right now?
It's fall. Usually we swap the traditional. Some people like to not be traditional, but the tradition is in the summer you go lighter, in the winter, fall you go darker. Some people like to be obstinate and say, "Screw you, I'm going to be blonde all year long," and that's cool. I'll do that too. I have no. The ombre surprisingly is still kicking, and I never expected it to be sticking around this long.
It kind of reversed from lighter on top to lighter on the ends, though.
This area of Bay City is kind of weird because a trend will come out and then we'll get it like 3 years later. So, I'm trying to keep updated on stuff and I'm like 3 years ahead of myself, and then it just sticks around for like ever. Like the chunky highlights, when those first came out, it's like, oh, okay, well, we'll go through those for a season and then they'll be gone. Oh no, that lasted like 5 years. So, usually I usually suggest in, like the fall time, like any warm colors. Some people say, oh, well, I have a cool skin tone. It doesn't matter. You can have a warm hair tone. I don't care.
You know what? And I would have said that until that time we did my hair red. And when I look back at those pictures, I loved my hair that color.
Right. Well, and that's why I said it depends. I mean, your hair color, it's really crazy. I've had clients that have gone like jet black after being blonde forever. And like, I had to change my clothes and my makeup and my everything. And you do.
Right. Yes.
That's a big portion of your situation. So a lot of time, like I said, I just sit people down and say, what do you not want? Because a lot of people, I've been doing this for 5 years now. I've worked with quite a few different hairstylists and some of them just absolutely slay me where they're like, oh, well, I know better than you. Okay. No, you don't. They know what they don't want and what they want on their head.
Right.
You ask them. It's their head, not yours.
Right.
For years I tried to keep the red out of my hair and now I purposely put it in there. So
And
obviously
it
I
looks
didn't know either.
really good.
Thank you.
Red.
Kind of crazy today. I've had it in a ponytail, but usually around this time of year, I like the warm colors, like the rich chocolates, chestnuts, and that kind of thing. Even the honey blondes are really good. I like those year round though. I really don't have a seasonal favorite. Like if I put something on somebody's head, I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Or I could take it or leave it. Sometimes I could take it or leave it and they think it's amazing. It's their hair.
Right.
That's
so I've seen you do all different colors of hair, green and pink. And
my kid currently has red hair. I mean, like crayon red, and it's black on the ends. That kid is challenging.
Interesting.
Yes, he keeps me busy. So the only thing I would never suggest to anybody is silver. This came around like 10 years ago, and I really wish people would quit asking for it. Silver hair is the stupidest thing ever. It'll look great on Pinterest like the first day, and you'll wash it and it'll look completely crappy. So please quit asking your stylist for that, because it's going to cost you $1 million and it's never going to stay.
Oh, it's just something about the dye.
Just wait. God will put it on your head and you won't want it there anyway. So, just wait. It'll come to you.
Well, Dave didn't like his silver.